Miss Bateman, welcome back to Ticehurst House. It's been quite some time. Terrible weather this evening, is it not? Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see. A bit of rain won't kill me, will it? Give my... You look pale, Miss Bateman. Do head inside. You'll catch your death out here.
Dearest Mother, I hope this letter will reach you. I have spent these past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience. I will endeavour to explain the events that led me to Ticehurst House that night, as far as I can recall. The letter brought me to the isolated village of Bewley, deep in the moors. No station master in sight. I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter. My mother always told me not to walk on... Hello? Hello there? If I take the sign, how would the trains know where... I ought to read Mr. Shoulder's letter. I ought to read... A path stretches off across the... Hello? Hello? Hello there. My mother... I ought to read Mr. Shoulder's letter again. I can't recall the... I must make my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn. Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it?
Ah, young lady. Leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewley. Go straight ahead and you'll find the market square. The inn is t'other side at square.
Thank you very much. Where are you
That would be none of your business, young lady.
Quite. What can you tell me about Bewley?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. I don't spend much time there these days.
Are you local?
Ah, yes.
I wish you a pleasant journey.
What brings you to Bewley?
I beg your pardon?
What brings you to Bewley, me?
I'm here to visit a local landmark, Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow? Well, I can't say for what reason.
I wish to excavate.
Grave robber, are you?
Not at all.
No, Not much to be found in Bewley, if you ask me. You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
I'll take my chances.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
That was all. The old woman told me to go straight ahead. I'll have time to... Beating raw metal in... The blacksmith looks close. I don't wish to disturb the local... The cobbler's is closed. I don't wish to... The door has been boarded up. The plough and... I have a bit of time before Mr. Shoulder arrives.
Hello there. What's the young lady doing out alone in this sodding weather?
I'm heading to the Plough and Furrow.
Bloody good pub, that. It has the finest ales in the whole county. Oh, I'll take you there if you like.
I believe we are standing directly in front of it.
Oh, so we are. Please,
Yes.
give us a kiss now, won't you?
Wouldn't your wife disapprove?
My wife? Bloody hell, my wife! My tea'll be on the table at this hour, and if I don't get back, she'll be roaring. Until we meet again.
What a buffoon. I should speak to the innkeeper about a room. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, lass. How can I help you?
I am in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. One night, is it?
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shilling per night. That includes your dinner and tea.
A fair price.
I'll need that payment up front for the 2 nights.
This is payment for the room.
Thank you. Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
And will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight?
No, I am not wed. My assistant is arriving in Bewley tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key. Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs. Room number 2.
Thank you.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage. I should go upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives. This shall do nicely. Time to change into something more comfortable. Much better. I've stored my case in there, a box. I've hung my dress inside, aside from... Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the year. Ah, complementary matches. There's only one match left, though. As the only light source in the room, I don't wish to take it. I don't... may come in handy. I've hung my dress aside from that. A lovely place to... I don't want to take... Hello, sir.
Aye?
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
You're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewley's going to dogs.
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
None of your business, sir.
Ha! You're brave coming in here, all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm Cyril.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cyril. Do you know Mr. Shoulder?
That'd be none of your business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
I take it you are not enamoured with the railway station.
Bewley's gonna be swarming with outsiders, like you. We don't want you coming here. It's as simple as that, lass.
Why not?
This is our town, our land.
I assure you, I am not here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We're a proud community. I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folks like you.
Folks like me.
Aye.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
Hello, miss.
What you want?
Hello, miss.
Bugger off.
Hello,
What?
I'm waiting here for a man named Leonard Shoulder.
I don't. Do you, love?
Never heard of him.
There you have it. Now clear.
Good afternoon, sir.
No for you here.
I beg your pardon?
I said there's no for you here, lass. Be on your way.
Charming. I do not need to use the...
Miss Bateman,
I feel far more comfortable in my outdoor...
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call me an explorer of sorts.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
A pleasure to meet you, Stanley.
And tell me, I trust your room is adequate.
Most adequate.
Excellent.
I'm looking for a man named Leonard Shoulder.
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you. What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard, then?
We've become good friends through our correspondence.
So, I were right. He is an admirer, then.
Not in that sense.
So you've come all the way to Bewley on your own to meet old Mr. Shoulder because of innocent letters? Now, I can see a lie from a mile away. You can trust me, lass. Your secrets are safe with me. I just like a chat, especially with me guests. A good, honest chat.
Well, if you must know, I am what some people call a barrow digger.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
Oh, aye. You're a grave robber.
I am no such thing.
Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find then? Gold? Silver? Bones?
Well, rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye. Very interesting. But what does old Leonard have to do with this?
He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Bewley, a site called Hobbs Barrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard nowt about a Hobbs Barrow.
Are you sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it. Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
I enjoy nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital. Tell me about yourself, Mr. Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
It's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewley.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Aye, it's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass. But St. Edmund's Church is a fine building. Worth a visit.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now. I'll sit down and wait. Where on earth is he? What a waste of time this is turning out to be.
Evening there, miss.
Not you again.
I just wanted to apologise for earlier. I got home, had my tea, but it gave me an aching belly.
How so?
I felt bad for how I spoke to you. I'm sorry. The drink gets a hold of me sometimes.
Let's start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur Tillett.
Thomasina Bateman.
What brings you to Bewley, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Perhaps you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder all right. If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
One ale, coming right up.
Thank you very much, Miss Bateman. Then I'll tell you all about old Leonard Shoulder.
How can I help?
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr.
There we are.
Thank you. This was the last of my money, but Kenneth will be here tomorrow with more funds. No, that won't achieve any... No. Here you are, Arthur.
Thanking you. Oh, that hits the spot, that does, lass. Now then. Old Len. Leonard Shaw.
Arthur? Mr. Tillett? Oh, for heaven's sake! The man is in a drunken stupor. Mr. Tillett? He's not dead. I would still like to hear what he has to say about me. There's nothing else I wish... I should wait here for Mr. Mr. Tillett? He's not dead. I would still...
Oh, what the hell was that for?
You passed out, Mr. Tillett.
Oh, sorry, lass. Where were I? Leonard Shoulder. Hold on another minute. I'm making for a piss.
This man is unbelievable. It feels like an hour has passed. Perhaps I should go in there and check on him.
Miss Bateman? My apologies. The ladies are closed. You'll have to use the gents.
Lovely. Mr. Tillett? Mr. Tillett? Mr. Tillett, are you in there? Mr. Tillett, are you in there? Well, you're not Mr. Tillett. The door opens a crack, but appears to be blocked from the other side. I think I can hear someone moving around. Mr. Tillett? Arthur, are you out there? Judging from the draft coming from below, this door must lead outside. I should investigate further. The door is blocked. Excuse me, sir. A pearly one. It's certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillett was. Seems rather out of place here. I suspect the barrels are empty. I could tether a horse here if I had. Someone has wedged the door shut. Mr. Tillett. Why would he have done that? Did Mr. Tillett leave, then block the door behind? Something strange. Who was that old chap I saw outside the alley? He headed eastward. Maybe I could catch up with him and ask him if he saw Mr. Tillett. Mr. Tillett, are you in there? 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 Mr. Tillett, I'd rather not touch it. Sir? The old man has disappeared into the darkness. I'd best turn back to the inn. I don't wish to go knocking door to...
Last orders.
I should get some sleep. Finding the missing men of Bewley shall have to wait for tomorrow. Kenneth will be arriving tomorrow at midday. A lovely place to warm. A lovely... The crackling fireplace is more welcoming than the facial expressions of the... The poor thing. Yes, I shall track down Mr. Shoulder tomorrow.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
off to bed?
Yes.
The rotter. But
I should hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time.
don't mind the locals, miss. It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bewley.
Quite.
They mean well, believe me.
Sure, Mr. Kemp.
Please, call me Stanley.
Good night, Stanley.
Sleep well, Miss Bateman.
Such horrid dream. Bolted from the inside, just as I left it last... As I suspected. I must say I'm relieved. Right then. Let's see if I can track down the elusive Leonard Shaw. I'm rather anxious to get to this Barrow. I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillett. The candle has melted. It's not... Perhaps Mr. Kemp will replace it.
Good morning, Miss Bateman.
Good day, Stanley.
Did you sleep well, Miss Bateman?
Not really. I have the rather queer recollection of a cat entering my room last night.
A cat, you say?
Yes, an odd-looking grey one. I must have been dreaming, as I locked the door and windows before I went to sleep. I saw a similar cat in the lavatories while searching for me.
Ah, Herbert. Oh, he's a harmless thing. He comes in now and then searching for scraps.
Indeed. Seeing him in the lavatories must have conjured up the strange dream.
The mind is capable of manifesting frightful things, Miss Bateman. I'm happy to report the rain of yesterday has lifted. It's a clear morning outside, crisp. I've prepared a room for your assistant. What time will he be arriving today?
His train will get in around midday. Kenneth will also be bringing my excavation equipment.
Oh, aye? What does that entail?
Picks, shovels, buckets, lighting and such. He usually packs it in a large crate. Come to think of it, I'll need somewhere to store it.
You're welcome to use the alley behind the inn for any such bulky items.
Is it safe to do?
I can assure you the local folk are not thieves, Miss Bateman.
That's not what I...
Now, say nothing more of it.
Thank you, Stanley.
I'll let you get on with your day.
I'll be back with my assistant when he arrives.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
I've something I wish to get off my chest. I've been tossing and turning all night, Miss Bateman.
What on earth are you talking about?
As you know, I like to run an honest establishment. Well, I have not been honest with you, lass. I do know of Hobbs Barrow.
You do?
I do. Many here do. There are stories tied to that place, you know. If I've learned anything in this life, it's that some stones are best left unturned. Old Leonard Shoulder is someone to be wary of too. I can't tell you what to do, lass, but...
Why lie to me about Hobbs Barrow?
I know, lass, I know.
But why? What?
I really can't tell you more. He brought you here.
I must say, Mr. Kemp, this is all quite puzzling. I've never let local superstitions stop me in the past. I pride myself on being a woman of logic and reason. I've no time to waste on such matters.
As I say, seek out Mr. Shoulder.
Why must...
The man has a cert...
For what?
You've seen it already. Were he here to meet you last night?
No.
Precisely. A man not to be trusted.
Where is Hobbs Barrow?
I don't know. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman. The moors are vast. I'd tend not to go wandering out there. A grown man could lose himself and not be...
Where does Miss...
I can't say for sure. As I think I told you last night, he's a quiet man and he only comes in here to collect his port. Leads me to believe he lives a fair distance away. Certainly not in the village itself.
Might someone around Bewley be able to help me find him?
You could ask around. As I say, lass, Bewley folk mean well. Don't forget that.
I shall return later.
Good day to you.
It seems I may be fighting a battle against some sort of... Is there a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it? Hogwash. All of it. I have a few hours until Kenneth arrives. I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder. Hello. My name is Thomasina, and you are...
No.
What do you do around?
Hey up. You're not scared of sticking your neb in. I look after the churchyard, dig the graves.
What can you tell me about the church?
Aye, it's a church.
Quite. Do you know a man...
I don't know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
What can you tell...
Not to be found digging around in those things.
You know of local barrows.
Don't concern yourself.
What can you tell me about...
Not much around here, love. Not worth mentioning to you, like.
I see. Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Nobody... The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moor. These flowers look pretty. I don't think anyone is home. Hello? My...
Douglas?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Douglas. That's a great sword technique you have.
Thanks, miss. Mr. Crozier's gonna make me a real one when I turn 12. I'm preparing myself to fight the Lantern Word.
What is the
It's gonna come back and get us all. John Lantern thought he killed it at the River Wear, but my father told me it still lives. We must all be prepared.
Well, father just told you that to get you out of his hair.
Not I saw it slithering out by the bed like a giant eel it were. I ran home so fast I thought I would fly.
Sorry, miss. My brother has a vivid imagination.
Children often do at his age.
I'll keep track. You will all thank me when I thrust my sword deep into its fat...
Douglas, this lady doesn't want to hear your...
Do you like...
Yeah, are you from the city?
I'm from a long way away.
You must have come on the train. I love watching all the steam puff up into the sky.
Have you been on the train yourself?
No, miss. Our parents don't have the money for train tickets. Father says we have all we need here in Bewley.
Perhaps this nice lady would like to take you away with her on the train.
No, I need to stay and protect Bewley from the lantern worm.
Do you know a...
That's a funny name.
Have you...
What's that?
A local burial...
Our parents don't let us wander far from the village.
What's a burial mound?
Don't you mind about that, Douglas.
Who's Mr. Crows?
He's a blacksmith. His forge is just over there on the other side of the square.
Don't you think 12 years of age is a little young for a real sword?
I'll be a master swordsman.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Good day.
Hello, miss.
My name... What's your...
Betty.
Nice to meet you, Betty. What are you up...
My brother is practicing his sword fighting I'm to watch him until he tires himself.
I'm
This time last month it were all about his teaspoon collect. This month it's sword.
Do you know a man named Len...
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What do you know of...
Our parents don't like us talking to strangers.
So...
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
I don't think any... I can't take the sign, nor... The bucket is rusty and... This must belong to someone. Good day.
Yes?
Mr. Crozier.
Aye, George Crozier.
My...
Aye, can I help you? Aye, that's where my father's forge.
How is business?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing... You let me know if you need out made. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Do you know...
Oh.
Have you seen him recently?
No.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lad?
I need to speak with him. He invited...
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives?
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Do you know of...
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors. Too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewley pays them any mind.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days, but there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace. Aye.
When do market days...
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How delightful.
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
Thanks for your time.
Aye.
The blacksmith is right here. I've no need to... Alas, it is not mine to take.
Bugger off!
Ah, the unmistakable charm of old Cyril. I don't think anyone is... I have no desire to go root...
I shall see you later this evening, Jen. Well, I say.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait! Sumner.
Lady, you're...
I most certainly am not.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today. Not today, by order of Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find yourself under a falling tree. There's nought even down there.
You're not going to let me pass, are
Now?
My name is...
Oh, you're not from round here.
No. What is your...
Horace.
Are you in charge here?
I am indeed.
Tell me, who was...
Just someone
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
What do you do?
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
These are...
Aye, his lordship owns most of the land round Barrow.
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away, but his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors.
Do you know a man...
No, I don't. Can you let me get back to my work now?
Have you heard...
Can't say I have.
Why are you gathering logs for Lord Panswick?
By heck, you ask a lot of questions. If you must know, his lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration work.
How intriguing. What type...
An old chap.
I should rather like to...
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to his...
Thanks for your time.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
I'll let him get on.
Lass, there's no way...
It's locked. Goodness me, look, I've never seen a most unusual architecture, even for the Normans. Someone has left a silver cross. Sterling by the look of it. Maybe I can reunite it with its owner. I've no time for such things. Locked. Locked as well. I think they all might be. The flowers have long... A memorial list. They stretch back several hundred years. I can admire the craft. Hello.
Good day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes?
Yes.
Wonderful. I can tell you're not from around here. They are quite...
Curses. I have no more money.
That's unfortunate, pet. The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the...
I understand. Mine.
This is
A pleasure to meet...
like...
Tell me about your...
About me?
I
always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods. This place means so much to me.
Your cakes look delicious.
I can assure you they are. You'll not find better in the entire county.
What can you tell me about St. Edmund's Church?
Isn't it? It's been standing here since the door is...
Thank you, Miss... Do you know...
Yes. What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know. Father...
What can you tell...
He is a lovely man and an exemplary servant of the Lord. He's been the vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
Where can I...
At this time of day, he'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood.
Thank you.
Be sure to listen out for his merry whistling. Such a...
What do you...
Hobbs
Barrow.
The only place of burial I know about and care for is...
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
Wretched man. They say he is restoring a chapel, but for whom and to what god, I ask?
Is he a man of faith?
I've barely seen him set foot in St. Edmund. It doesn't stop him from acting as our God-given... Stay away from him, pet. Don't get yourself tangled up in local affairs.
I certainly don't. Thank you for...
Lord be...
Excuse me, do you think anyone would mind if I borrowed this trowel?
You help yourself, dear. Father Roach won't mind lending it.
Just be sure to put it back when you're finished.
Of course, thank you.
It is more blessed to give than to receive.
Samuel Bright. Death is only a shadow across the path. Here lies... This appears to be a recently done... I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber. Margaret's Lookout. I wonder who Margaret is, or was. I better not touch them. They could be poison. The moors stretch into the distance. No, that won't achieve. Mr. Where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Oh, I were blind drunk last night.
You still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back. I searched everywhere.
I think I remember you bought me a Then it's all a blur. I woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
About... What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
Who?
Leonard, you told me you knew and promised to tell me more if I bought you a witch. So what were you going to tell me?
I don't really know the old bugger.
But you said you did.
Oh, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
If you say so. Perhaps I am mistaken.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me. I probably just wanted you to buy me an ale.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
I don't remember out.
How's your headache fare?
It feels like a steam engine is driving full pelt in a circle around me skull.
Be sure to drink plenty of water, Mr. Tillett.
Aye.
So...
Aye. Bewley Station Master at your service. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Not just yet, thank you. I understand that some of the locals are not too happy about this new station.
Aye. I'd go...
How long has the station been open for?
About 3 months. This employment's been a saviour for me. If I weren't stood here, I'd be drinking my life away at the pub right now. It's worth the occasional withering look from Cyril and the rest of them.
What does a station master do?
A bit of this and a bit of that. I don't wish to bore you with such things.
As you wish.
My responsibilities here keep me on the straight and narrow. A sense of duty can do wonders for a lost...
Indeed. This must be a rather lonesome...
Trains past...
What can you tell...
Oh, you've heard of his lordship?
Yes.
Aye. He comes into the village, gives sweets to the children, hires young men to work his land. He's well liked around.
I sense some hesitation, Mr. Tillett.
Well, we kind of have an unspoken agreement with his lordship. He looks after us, provided we leave him alone.
I don't follow.
He likes his privacy.
Some people do.
No one is allowed to visit him.
Do you mean to say that he's a bit eccentric?
No. I've heard people got fired at when approaching his manor uninvited.
Good grief. But is this true?
Well, I won't be the one to find out.
About... You really don't remember where you...
As I say, Then... Well, you must admit...
I did not. I even went to the gents' toilets to find you.
Oh, aye. A sight for sore eyes.
It was. I checked everywhere, and you were nowhere to be... The back door leading to the alleyway was blocked from the out...
Oh, aye.
Yes, you must have exited through that door, Mr. Tillett.
But you just said it were blocked.
There must be an explanation.
My mind has drawn a blank.
Why was the door blocked? Did you block it?
I told you I don't have no to say, 'cause I remember now.
I'm assuming you don't know where Mr. Shoulder lives then.
Sorry, Miss Bateman. I don't know naught about Leonard.
Farewell for now. The water is... Good day, little one. What's...
Hello, I'm Jane and this is my brother.
Lovely to meet you. I'm Tommy.
I'd introduce you to my dolls, but they're drying.
This is a lovely little bear.
It's where we get our water. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Your dolls look lovely.
Thank you, May. I love them. Today,
Do you know an old man called Leonard?
No.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
No, miss.
Are you sure?
I swear.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Hello, what?
Yeah?
My name... How are...
Go away!
Do you...
No,
Have you heard...
no.
What?
I heard he owns the whole count.
Have you met...
No, he lives out on the moors somewhere.
Why's that?
Because he has a lot of money.
Goodbye.
Hey! Stay away from that!
Don't touch it!
It's bad luck to touch the Ammon's horn. I'm serious.
The delicate flowers smell rather... They aren't mine to take. I don't... Royal Mail, Postmaster's Residence. This must be the local post office. A storeroom of some kind. I don't think anyone is home. I don't think anyone... Pulling the bell would be quite unbecoming of me. The last orders bell, saviour of many... I'm not hungry at the moment. I don't wish to take it. I don't want to take the pain. I must say, last night... I've too much to do today to waste... need.
Naught to say, except don't. You'll end up.
I beg your pardon?
You, just mind your own business.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
I'd rather not. The road